Welcome to Sucre!
Sucre!
So this is
The capital.
one of the capitals.
Yeah.
There's some internal debate as to like what is the capital. Between La Paz, Sucre, take your pick.
We took a 14-hour bus last night from La Paz to Sucre, and it was the nicest bus we have ever been on. I slept the entire time. It's like business class.
It was business class. It was legit. If you watch the end of our last video from La Paz, from the Death Road biking, which you should see, it was so much fun. At the end there, we get on, and even Nacho, our CEO, our guide, was like, it's not normally this good.
Yeah. He was like, please be the right bus, please be the right bus, don't kick us off.
But have a look at the city. We're just up here with the laundry.
Well, we got told that there was a cool spot on the roof, so we just came up. I don't know if we're supposed to be here.
So yeah, so this is known as the White City, and I'll give you one guess as to why. So mountains in the backdrop. What have we got there? We've got the tower. We've got some centre. So we're really close to the heart of everything. We're going to go and do some exploring. So basically, over the next couple of days, there's a couple of things we've got our eyes on, and I think it's going to be a fun one to check out from what we've seen from arriving at the hotel this morning, going for a little bit of a walk, going out for breakfast.
Yeah, it's
I'm
beautiful.
vibing with this.
Me
It's
too.
more of a Cusco kind of feel.
Yeah, lower altitude, so it's a bit more chill, and I think it's like the 6th largest city, so
Yes.
there's way less people here, which is nice. So we've had our meeting, and we met our local tour guide, Carla, who talked us through all of the optional extras that you can do over the next couple of days. There's like hiking, mountain biking, rock climbing. So we're gonna like chill, take it easy, try some nice food, check out some markets probably. But right now we're on like an orientation walk, which is great because it gets us to we get to actually see the city and then find places that we want to go back to.
And just for reference, if you didn't watch the last video, we're on a 15-day La Paz to Buenos Aires tour with G Adventures, and we've just met a whole new group of travelers we're going to be cruising with.
There's a few places that we're going to visit on this tour where there's a lot of things included, but a lot of the other cities like this, there's all optional extras on top. So you can either just chill, take it easy yourself. Otherwise, we meet kind of a local guide like this, and then we get given a bunch of different options. And depending on how many other people decide that they want to join that tour, the price kind of comes down in line with it, and then everything is just arranged for you. It's hands-free. But at the moment, we're just walking around the square. Carla's showing us all these buildings. It's beautiful. I mean, you can understand why it's called the White City, but it's a charmer. We're seeing museums and cathedrals and all sorts of stunning spots. We've got a good feel for this already.
This cathedral was constructed in the ends in the 1500s and beginnings in the 1600s. It took almost 50 years to finish up.
Okay, so there are busier places in this city, which is to be expected, but the general feedback from us and from everybody else as well on the tour here is that, this place is beautiful. It reminds us a little bit of Cusco in the sense that it's a bit smaller, it's got charm, some beautiful buildings. There's sort of a little bit happening, but it's not too chaotic. There's more commercial shops, which is something that we didn't really find in La Paz. People seem friendly. We've heard that it's really safe. Lots of iconic buildings, huge amount of history, and a big selling point is it's flat, unlike La Paz, which was basically like mountain climbing every single step.
This is epic. We're now getting to see like the local market where everyone does their shopping, and the presentation of all the fruit and everything is stunning. And it's so nice that we get the chance to be situated and know like the places that we want to go back to, e.g. the chocolate shop.
What's up?
Do you want to go get a juice?
Yeah.
It's made with bottled water here apparently.
Okay.
And like judging by all that fruit back there, I'm like, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. As long as there's mango, I'm happy.
Yeah, hopefully there is. Have you seen any in the markets?
No, not really, eh?
I feel like I can see some up there.
Love it. What I don't understand about markets, and this isn't just a knock on this place, but why is there, 20, 25 different stores offering what's clearly probably the exact same thing? I don't know if I fully understand that, but we'll give it a go either way.
Oh, it's really full.
You're going to have to have a sip first.
I'm
Sorry.
It's good. It's not super cold.
Oh no.
But it's nice.
Okay.
Good flavour.
Yeah, this is a room temperature mango and milkshake, but it's only 6 Bolivianos, so it's pretty cheap. Not as sweet as what we had in Malaysia recently. If you watched that one, you knew we were like losing our shit over how tasty that one was. But still delicious, kind of refreshing. How was your juice?
It was delicious. I got orange and carrot, and now I feel healthy and nutritious.
Why didn't you let me pick the one that I wanted though?
The tuna. Did you find out what that translated to?
I don't know. Why was there tuna on the menu? Surely nobody's going, I feel like a bit of mango. And can you just savory that out with some tuna, please?
Buenos dias! Last night was heaps of fun. We went up to this rooftop to watch the sunset, where Danger and Nacho got up to some mischief, and then we went out for dinner and drinks at this really cool rooftop bar that we would never have found by ourselves.
Wow, it's beautiful here. Okay, we're not sure what's really happening now.
No idea. I found this seat outside, and so I just thought I'm going to steal it because I don't want to sit inside on such a nice day. But we have this receipt, we paid, we picked what we wanted, and I have no idea what happens next. Okay, so where we are is El Patio Salteñeria, and what we're here to do is eat salteñas, which is a Bolivian must-eat. Every Bolivian person we speak to says, "Oh, have you tried the salteñas yet?" And looking around, it's all Bolivian people.
Yeah, it is.
So salteñas are basically like a baked empanada, but the difference with these ones is that they've got like a juicy filling. It's almost like a stew on the inside. I can see people like behind Day, and they're kind of like almost drinking them a little bit and then eating the rest of it. Esta es la de pollo y la picante.
Dense.
Oh my gosh, that is so heavy. That's the heaviest thing I've ever picked up. I was not expecting it.
So in our research, we found out this place has been pumping out salteñas since 1983. What we failed to research was how do you eat it? We've seen some people with spoons, some people just holding it. Apparently one of the reasons it became so popular was because you don't need cutlery. A bit like the Cornish pasty. We've seen other people, knife and fork, wrap it around in like a serviette. I don't know. This is the chicken one. We also got a carne picante, so like a spicy beef. I don't know. Do I go for the end? The crust, the handle, so buttery. The bread is sweet, and then the chicken is more savory. So it's like, and a little bit spicy. So how many things was that? 3 or 4 things going on, all in the one place. If I'm honest, it's way better than I thought. And this is better than any empanada I've ever had. I like empanadas, but I'm like, take it or leave it. This feels more like delicious chicken wrapped in a buttery, crispy, dense bun full of soupy goodness. I'm sold. Considering how touristy this place is, in terms of how busy it is, that's pretty good value. That's 24 Bolivianos, including the Coke that we had as well. But we did find a quail egg or something, we found some olives, found some sultanas, some potatoes, so it really does turn into a bit of a mixed bag. I would personally prefer no olives, and the rest of it I would be happy with, because I chunked down on an olive, which wasn't ideal.
So the square that we went to yesterday, they shut it down on a Sunday for these big markets, and they put them right in the middle. No cars. We're actually on the outskirts, so there are cars here.
That's why it's so loud. We should have told you when we're over there, but I can see a sign there. It seems much more calm and relaxed in that central area, eh?
Yeah, agreed.
Feels nice with it was closed off like this, eh?
It's beautiful. It's much more calm today than it was yesterday. And you can actually stop and appreciate all these like incredible buildings. I love it.
Ever since we saw it yesterday, you've had one thing in mind.
Look, when you come to a place that's known for its chocolate and its cacao, you can't not try it, right? So we're heading to a place called Buttery, which is known for its kind of handcrafted, artisanal chocolate. And this is the place in Bolivia to try chocolate.
In 1990, I think this place started, and originally there was only 7 employees. Now there's 150. Most of them are women, so I think that's kind of part of their motto. And they make 45 metric ton of chocolate every single month.
So much.
Unbelievable. We're not sure about export versus how many people are eating it at the square over here. So how many did we get?
We got
1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
So we got 7 or 8, and it cost 18 Boliviano.
Alright, I think we'll try I think this is the toffee one.
Okay.
It could be the coffee one.
Okay.
Toffee or coffee?
Cheers. Toffee or coffee? Oh my god, it's insanely good. Yep. That's so delicious. Pineapple liquor?
Mine is Bolivian nuts, but it looks like it's got some sugar, salt in it too. Whoa.
Piña.
This is like a jelly.
They somehow do sweet without doing sugary.
It's not too sweet.
It's a milky sweet.
It's got like a really deep chocolatey flavour. Like,
Rich, but not bitter.
you got this. I took the words right out of my mouth.
I'll take the chocolate out of your mouth if you don't
No.
eat it. Alright, we're gonna go burn some of this off now. We've got something we want to show you. To walk for 20 minutes up to the viewpoint so that we can see the why is that so hard to say? Panoramic views of the whole city. The thing that is cool about this place is that we're all finding is that there's mountains in the backdrop. So I think 7 of our group have gone hiking today. There's a lot of greenery. I think 2 or 3 have gone mountain biking. Then there's a few like us that just kind of decided on oh, we're all messy here in the boat at the same time. Yeah, then the couple of us that are just hanging out and having food as well. But this is a monastery behind us here. Somewhere there's a fountain there, which apparently from the 1600 I think was when was built or was put down in the centre where we've been exploring when Sucre was first established. And then for some reason they repositioned it up here as well. But nice little walk. Everybody's just watching me as they just kind of chat to this camera with you. There's no tourists here. It's just us. This part of town also feels a lot more Spanish. A lot more colonial buildings. We've got a lot more of the houses, more residential I suppose, with the cobblestone streets. And I mentioned flat earlier, it's not flat everywhere. This part of the city is not flat, but you can see the central area is all beautifully flat. But all the fun can be had out here as well.
There are so many cute shops and markets here. I mean, most of them are exactly the same, but I managed to pick up a little bracelet, my second bracelet, tourist mode well and truly activated, and it was 5 Bolivianos, and it's got a little D on it for danger. Oh.
And I got one at the floating island in
Yeah,
Puno,
Lake
and it's already
Titicaca.
pulling a little bit, but hey, it looks
Look,
nice.
5 Bolivianos, what do you expect?
You know something I like? I figured out what I like.
About this place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of squares,
Yes.
lots of green spaces.
Yes. Agreed. And just like amazing architecture as well.
Yeah,
It's like always something to look at around every corner.
exactly. And it just feels like it breaks up the concrete jungle in a more relaxed, more nicer way.
Agreed.
We're back in the markets just before closing. We might have messed up. We're looking for something that I actually thought was super touristy, which is this like a chorizo sandwich burger thing. And we were going to one place called El Huerto. Then we remembered that there was this place in the markets, which when we actually looked back over the footage, it was locals. So it wasn't like it's actually touristy. Don't know what to do now. I don't know if you know this, but if you don't go out with friends that can speak Spanish, you can do translation in the Google Translate app. So I've just taken the photo and it's translated everything for us.
Alright, with a bit of broken Spanish or some Spanglish? Spanglish? We managed to get there. And in all honesty, like we haven't really done that much research. All we know is that this is super popular here. People love it. This place has been pretty busy. It's a chorizo sausage inside what looks like a hamburger bun with some lettuce and tomato and mayo. We've got a local beersy.
And it was cheap.
And how much was it?
I think it was only like 18 for that and the beer as well.
That's a decent sized sandwich.
Yeah. And so we're going to try a new beer. We've not had this one before. We've been drinking a lot of it's called Paseña, which is really nice. This is Sureña, and this one says that it's from Sucre itself. So cheers to that, my love. And an awesome day of exploring.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Too library for you. I like it. I don't mind it.
That's not as good. Paseña is definitely. Paseña is definitely better. It's got a bitterness to it, a bit malty compared to the others. Let's do it.
Dig it? Chorizo has so much more flavour than what I'm used to. You know, sometimes when you have chorizo, it can be a little bit like dense almost, like a bit chewy. This is like super soft. Dane was like, let's slow-mo you biting into it. I was like, oh, here we go. But I bit straight through. It's really good flavours.
Alright, that's going to do it for today. I hope you've enjoyed exploring this capital/not capital with us. So much more to come on this trip. Obviously, we're on like day 3 or 4. This whole trip is 15 days. The salt flats. Chile, Argentina, Atacama Desert, Buenos Aires. There's so much amazing stuff to come. It's good times out here. Thanks for watching along.